Hello and welcome to the back nine of the final round of the 2024 Throw Pink Women's Disc Golf Championship presented by Innova Disc Golf. It's the last 9 holes. It's Championship Sunday. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Madison Walker. We're your 2 hot geese.
Honk. The last event of the regular season, in an event that is anything but regular, as my fellow goose so eloquently put. It's an XA tier, but it just has so much history and just one final win before going into the Pro Tour Championships. Kristin Tattar looking very much in control, bogey-free, 6 down right now with 7 strokes in front of Eveliina Salonen.
Yeah, everyone's under par today. They're all doing it, but you just have to not mess up in order to keep up with Kristin today. She's looking so confident out there. Eveliina scrapping together some stuff. Owen having a little bit of trouble in the beginning, but here's where things get weird. This back 9 is where you see a lot more double, triple, and even potential for quadruple bogeys, and where you have to keep that focus laser sharp. Hole 10, 331, slightly uphill, plays kind of like 350. We had a tailwind today, and which is the first time we've had that all week, making disc fly a little bit more overstable, of course. So we're going to see a lot more wide hyzer shots. You do not want to miss left here because the OB pulls away from the tee pad and really lengthens the shot.
Owen kind of playing with that left side.
And there she goes.
Yep, gonna be out of bounds. We've seen her make one drop zone for putt for par already. We'll see if she can do it again.
Kind of surprised not to see Owen go forehand off this tee. Classic Owen.
Classic.
Kristin throwing the shot really well all week long.
Oh, wow.
Continuing.
Just gonna park it.
Yeah, hitting the bricks.
Man, she looks easy breezy out there. Ready to win it. Valerie having a solid round, a couple bogeys, but still 4 down, which is pretty amazing, and a fantastic shot.
She's my favorite form on tour. Her and Stacy Kiefer. If you guys don't know Stacy Kiefer, go watch her. That's beautiful.
Eveliina, it's funny to say only 2 down because that has been so good the previous few days. Oh, great shot.
Oh, spiking it perfectly. Not quite buzzing the chains, but a perfect angle.
Yeah, it's just crazy that a bogey-free 2 down is 7 strokes back of the leader. Owen from the drop zone, trying to save par.
Oh, man, almost draining another circle 2 putt.
Valerie for birdie. Pretty.
Beautiful.
And a turkey. Great birdie from Eveliina also to move to 3 down.
This in the top 3 easiest holes today. 16 birdies out of 23 competitors. 70% of the field.
Yeah, love a gentle tailwind here. Owen gonna lose a couple strokes to her card mates here.
Kristin still in the lead significantly.
Bigger. Sexier. Barrier. So many berries.
Hole 11 is a par 4, 598 feet, affectionately the Swiss cheese hole because it's just one long strip with little pockets of OB. You want to miss this Swiss cheese hole on the right primarily. You see a lot of kind of straight pushing shots that hyzer out at the end, or you just kind of aim to the left. Second shot, we see pretty much all the lead card ladies attack this pin for birdie. It's a right to left sloping green. All of the Swiss cheese holes are hazard. If you're out of position off the tee, which can be easy to do, occasionally you see layups and par plays. We haven't really seen that too much on lead card. Perfect shot from Kristin.
Yeah, pushing the OB line just as much as you can.
She's going grand glory on this one. For a lot of the field, this is kind of a full rip, and it's hard to find that deep pocket of OB. It's always interesting to see lead card and the top ladies have to take a lot off to make sure they keep it in bounds. Wow.
Perfect. So smooth. She looks a little surprised. That was a crush of a shot.
Yeah.
Eveliina definitely one having to take some off.
Yeah, she's been going this kind of high spiking hyzer line, and it's worked really well for her. It continues to here. Eveliina looks a little more business today than typical. Owen looking to come back from that bogey. That looks great.
Yeah, everyone in prime position to go for the birdie here. Having a distance forehand is such an advantage on this shot. You can kind of throw it into the side of the hill that the green is on, and it checks up nicely.
Eveliina also going forehand.
So good. Right in the bullseye above the pin. Kristin forced to go backhand here. She's a little more pinched on the left side. We know she's more comfortable with the forehand, but this looks great.
It does. She's got it all.
She sure does.
Yeah.
I mean, has she messed up today?
No.
No.
Plus those deltoids. Sorry, I've been holding that one in. Oh, dang. Valerie gonna find the hazard.
On the high side, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's easy to do.
Yeah, there's definitely a hot spot on the heat map.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
There's a hot spot right there.
For real.
I don't know what that means, but it was so good.
So many people land by that ant rock.
Yeah, I know. I just mean this putt.
Oh.
It was really... it was a great putt. And a
It was
nice
hot.
Jomez.
Yes. Dead center. And that's a huge putt to throw downhill. Look at the flags flapping a little bit. We have a crosswind and no fear. Valerie just steps up and jumps it right into the chains.
So fun to watch. Owen in for birdie.
A nice bounce back. Kristin, 4 in a row with her own little blue heron today.
Eveliina starting to stack them up. Still not catching the leader at all, though. Wow, Kristin 8 down, which was the best round we've seen, course record yesterday, and she's already there.
Unbelievable. This is where you have to hold on, though. Hole 12. I think the most bogey strokes over par is on this hole. Most of them from the whole tournament is right here on this hole.
Yes.
It's 901 feet. It's a stroke and distance hole. So anytime you land out of bounds, you basically throw from your last shot or you move to the drop zone that is not friendly. Although Owen seems to favor it pretty well. She throws great from there. Most players can get their third shot to the green as far as distance goes, but it's often a blind shot. We have watched our lead card competitors get far enough on their second shot that they can actually see the entire basket, which is incredible.
Kristin in a good spot off the tee. Not getting too crazy. The next shot definitely a little bit more important as to where you land. We saw Kristin go incredibly aggressive yesterday on the second shot.
really on this tee shot. You just want to make sure you stay on top of this hill and don't climb over onto the sloped side. Can make for some weird footing and also errant second shots, which are very important here.
Own, also down there.
A nice tailwind. You didn't really have to worry about anything happening to your disc here. You can land all the way over to the right like we see Valerie doing right now. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Aww.
And we haven't seen anyone do this all weekend, which is, it is kind of right in the landing zone, but everyone's gotten pretty good at not pushing it. I think, yeah, that disc just stayed a little too straight, a little too much turn.
And got that unfortunate sidewalk skip.
Bummer. Yeah, as Madison said, Owen has been laying this up kind of short right, which is just not the typical play, but she really trusts her game plan and has that shot pretty dialed. Kristin, yesterday, aimed it straight at the OB on the right and then faded. This is much more conservative, but still very far and so good. She should be able to see the whole pin, I think, from there.
Eveliina low, but still climbing up the hill to the left. An absolute crush.
Yeah, matching Kristin.
Here's Valerie at that drop zone.
And you don't really see FPO go for it from here. It's, I can't remember how far, 400 at least, I think, uphill.
Yeah, maybe more.
And you have to keep throwing from there if you don't land safe. That was a good shot. Owen can see the flag stick, I think. Or maybe not, because she's down the hill. Regardless, that looks great.
Yeah, every day she's done this
So
perfectly.
consistent.
Yeah.
Within 20 feet. Yeah, I really don't think she
Crazy.
can see it.
No, there's no way she can see
It's
it.
nuts. Usually if you can't see it, you do not see women running that shot.
Eveliina with a perfect approach to the edge of the bullseye. This is where strokes can really stack up. Although today, oh my God, 60% of the field with a birdie or better.
Yeah. Kristin with a really nice forehand approach and then not the best roll. She's still inside the circle.
But it's
Maybe
fine.
Eveliina can put it close and maybe get a stroke.
We've seen this hole averaging significantly over par every day. Today it's averaging almost a half stroke under par. There was even an eagle.
Ooh.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Haley King.
Oh, she would. She's always on the eagle list.
Yeah, she's been having some troubles with this hole this week, so cool to recover well. Kristin, kind of a half-hearted bid at this uphill putt. She doesn't need the birdie at this moment in time, but again, actually, once you get through hole 12, you're feeling clean. You're feeling like you can coast for a little while.
There's a little bit more coasting after this one, for sure. Owen, even though she has a couple bogeys, she's largely playing so well out here.
Valerie making good on her par putt. That's so impressive to get a par with an OB stroke on 12. So impressive.
Eveliina, really close. And a nice birdie. The first time we've seen Eveliina take a stroke on Kristin this entire round. Still 6 strokes separating.
Man, everyone played so good today. The stats are just blowing my mind.
Fun to see. Definitely a fun day to spectate.
And Kristin with the current hot round tied with Paige Pierce, 8 down.
Hole 13, a downhill par 4 to start, 657 feet. Most women aiming at the sidewalk. To the right of the sidewalk is out of bounds. Left side rough is very rough. You want to land right about here, and then try to work. It's either it depends how far you get. If you're a little bit out of position and farther back, it's more of a flex shot. If you're a little bit closer, it's more of a straight shot. Maybe even with a mid-range, but you see a lot of fairways and even full-speed drivers into this very protected green.
Yeah, this tee shot really dictates the rest of the hole. We did have a left to right crosswind / headwind today. Made it a little scary.
Evelina's been going big on this drive. She goes big here, but she's on the edge. Really difficult to get to the green with a forehand from there, but possible.
Possible, but very risky.
Yeah. Especially into the headwind.
This is a little more what you want here. Own pushing nice and straight, trusting that just to come back at the last minute.
Yeah, I always feel like you want to think for a second that could go out of bounds for it to be a perfect shot. Kristin, a lot lower here. Good placement.
Yep, not messing around. Valerie a little inside with no ground play. That should be okay, but she's going to unfortunately get a big skip and be in the rough on the left. On the edge enough to be able to throw a step out patent pending. You got to keep it out of that bush that she's so perfectly navigating. That was so good.
It was really good.
Oh my gosh.
So technical.
That is so technical. The fact she didn't go back into the rough is wild.
Own with that lightweight destroyer working the flex. We saw her go forehand yesterday. I think this is the much higher percentage play, and boy, does she throw that well. Got a couple trees to deal with, it looks like, but she's on the dance floor for birdie. Kristin, not a terrible shot, but a very long look for her birdie. Most likely a par.
Yeah. Again, it looks like she's kind of not messing around anymore. She's just keeping it low, trying to keep it in the middle.
Yeah, Eveliina, on the other hand, has to push here, and I don't think she's going to have anything from in there.
Yeah.
Good looking shot, just a little bit too much turn.
Valerie's third. You just want to make sure you land on the right side of the green here. Oh, and those guardian trees really get you. But she does at least have a putt, which is more than a lot of people can say on this green. Eveliina just trying to get out and get close, and tree says no. She's outside circle 2 here, I think. Yep.
Yeah, you
Dang.
can see the tassel. 80. Oh, no. Eveliina having a bogey-free round, just finally getting a stroke in the right direction. Oof.
Yeah, this played us the third most difficult hole today. There were only 5 birdies, and it's absolutely wrecking our lead card right now. There's just so much that can go wrong, and it was a difficult wind.
It was.
It is insane to me how much wind affects holes at USDG or at this property at Winthrop. The holes that played headwind the last couple of days were always the most difficult holes, and now it has flipped to the holes that played headwind today.
Neat.
It's crazy.
What a putt.
Great bogey save from Eveliina.
Wow. Good analysis.
Thanks. This is my job.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that we're always the best at this job.
What are you talking about?
From an analytical, statistical standpoint. Let's watch this Jomez. Let's pay attention. Oh, straight through. 2 Jomez's in one round.
Oh, no.
That was an even worse one, in my opinion, than the first one.
Yeah.
My opinion is law, too, because this is my job.
It's crazy there were only 5 birdies on this hole today. I'll shout them out. Ella Hansen, Hannah Bloomroos, Missy Gannon, Alexis Mandujano, and Deanne Carey.
Owen trying to do some analytics of her own there. Deanne with a huge putt, too.
Yeah, monster putt. Deep circle, too.
And right back to a 7-stroke separation.
We have 3 people at 8 down right now. That's insane.
It is insane.
3 people beating the course record. Excuse me? Here's hole 14, 261 downhill. Seems easy, but then you get there on the tee pad and look at it and you're like, oh, wait, this is tough. The magnolia tree branches are very low on the backhand side if you choose the right gap. The left-hand gap, I think, is better and more open if you're comfortable with a hyzer forehand. But today, the wind was not friendly for it. Head right to left cross, not ideal for the forehand.
So good for this backhand play, though. Mm-hmm. Not really. The headwind is always going to be hard.
It's hard for everyone.
Yeah. Owen managing this really nicely. She's been going, I think, faster speed, hasn't she, on this one?
Yes.
That was her Rock 3 today.
Was it? Okay. I like the change. Kristin's still going to try this forehand, putting it a little bit more out over OB. Getting some nice ground play there at the end. She's so good at landing right there on that corner.
And a friendly little roll.
What wind?
I've never seen anyone look less stressed, I think.
I know. It's like she looks so matter of fact. Oh, Eveliina getting tangled up on that left side magnolia. She's in bounds, but it's kind of even a sketchy approach shot from there.
Yeah. Pending absolute disaster, maybe on 17 and 18, there's just not a lot Eveliina can do here. Valerie hitting early. Also, here's the sketchy approach shot. Speed control so tough on the downhill with the cart path.
That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Eveliina opting for a sidearm little chip shot. Just outside the bullseye, making it look easy.
Boy, she looks bummed, though, doesn't she?
Yeah. I mean, she's played unbelievable golf all weekend long.
Yeah, and to be 7 strokes off at this point. Ooh.
Nice recovery from Valerie. Look at that relief.
Solid putt, but again, these baskets don't love that right side. Mm-mm. They do like the left, though.
They seem to like Kristin today a lot.
And that's to move to 9 down, bogey free.
Another birdie. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
A great birdie from Eveliina.
Or par save.
Par save. Sorry, yeah. Great putt. Uphill. Scary putt.
Own from bullseye's edge, racking up another birdie. And she's within 1 stroke of Eveliina now. Largely a podium battle. Let's check in with Paige Pierce making moves. I believe she's at that 8 down number when we last checked.
Yeah, she was even par coming into today, so that's her overall score and her round score.
Neat. And a solid drive on 16. It's so tough to get inside the circle on this one. And wow, what a putt. To move to 9.
So the headwind on this hole 14, this is played as one of the easier holes today. Top 5, only 6 birdies. The wind really changes how holes play so much out here.
It does. Kristin and Alexis Mandujano also at 9 down.
What the heck?
Whoa. Hole 15, a par 4, triple mandatory. It's 467 feet. First things first, get through the thing. There's a terrible drop zone. If you don't, and another mistake you want to avoid is kind of early left. If you hit this first gap, it's often kind of a backhand approach. You can take this straight gap to the pin, but if you're going to make a mistake, missing left is better than right. We've seen Eveliina do kind of a unique play where she just throws so far and so straight and has more of a forehand approach.
Let's watch Colin Hanley on the chase card attack.
I was going to say, it feels like Holland's going to do the Eveliina play here. Look at
totally.
Makes the camera guy move, gets all the way to the path.
It's a little light post. Wide open second shot, though.
And a beautiful forehand into the green here, working the more open side. Pretty fortunate to catch that little tree. It can get tricky if you don't. Don't get me wrong, it was a great shot, but it's just a tough green.
Yep, and a nice putt as well. Great birdie from Holland Hanley. And
Man,
a tie for 5th.
So many ladies playing such great golf out here. Own up first. She has been a little bit short in that left side kind of bush area. She does a great job today.
Kristin struggled with this triple Mando shot the last 2 out of the last 3 rounds. Today, hitting the Mando tree, but thankfully kicking straight back.
Yeah, not a bad position to play for par. But Evelina's been playing this one so well. That looks too high.
Oh.
And what a terrible kick.
It doesn't look like she crossed the plane of the Mando yet. She'll still be able to recover a par, but...
It's almost worse over there. It's often forehand roller territory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Valerie with the smoothest little backhand.
Some pretty little ground play.
Love to see it. Let's see, that was an ESP Onyx from her.
Kristin
jump putt.
Yeah, not trying to go crazy here.
I dig it. Oh, man. Fully on the ground. Eveliina trying to work the sidearm. It's a little bit of a thrower action, but she can save a par.
Oh, she still does have to work around the corner. This is tough. You got to have perfect distance control here. Coming in before those early right trees.
And those branches did not help her. She's most likely 95% obstructed from the basket right there. Kristin with a little bit better angle here still has to work mostly a hyzer.
And she does a great job of making sure not to go early right in that tree line. She at least gives herself a long look.
Yeah, I'm betting we're still in kind of a straddle putt territory with trees in her way. Fantastic shot, though. Look at her go right at it. So cool.
So pretty.
Dang. I think Valerie's also going to have a tree in her way, though. It's just the story of hole 15.
Yeah. This green is rude.
Yeah. Sometimes if you go back there, you can meet some, little woodland creatures and fairies that'll tell you stories. You ever been back there?
Yeah. Yeah, I've thrown a forehand roller or 2 into this green.
It's mystical. Look, it's an absolute wall. Who knows what's back there?
Eveliina with the cut roller. We love that.
We do love that. Sweet shot. Don't love a bogey, though. Oh, look at this little gap. Kristin unable to save the par. She doesn't need it, but, bogey free would be fun just as a nice little feather in the old cap. Ooh.
What a birdie from Valerie.
I love Valerie's putt, but I particularly love her straddle putt because she gets so much spin on it and so much force.
Own in for a birdie as well. Man, really stringing them together.
Is she gonna She is. She's gonna overtake Eveliina with that. Two-stroke swing. Wow. Mm-hmm. Not the way we imagined, and that's why we continue to watch and have jobs.
This hole played tough today and every day.
Paige Pierce, 9 down, ahead on 17. She's on 3rd card. She's going backhand fierce. Ooh. So good.
Yep, squeaking right over those hay bales. Perfect speed control.
Such a difficult backhand. And a nervy putt, even if you're close with that OB looming. 10 down.
Yeah, she's having one of those days just on cruise control.
Yeah, it just looks easy.
Holland, one of the few players that has the forehand power to give herself a potential putt here.
Wow.
So good.
More than potential. It's reality.
It sure is. What a birdie Does anyone else throw forehand here?
I think we've seen Ella Hansen.
Oh, yeah,
maybe,
you're right. You're right.
But
Yep,
I think that's it.
So cool. Paige in double digits. Here is the hole we just watched Holland Hanley play, 350, but feels like 380. And I can't explain why. I think it's just the forced angle and where they have the hazard lines on the right and left. You just have to throw dead straight at it, and it makes it feel a lot longer than it is.
Own up first. Oh, she's going forehand. She has not been, but she's been struggling with that hazard line, particularly on the right side. I love to see this. She definitely has enough power to at least get in circle 2, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very nice. We know she's good from there.
Ooh, I can't wait to watch Valerie throw this hole. Oh, definitely a safe shot.
Boo.
Yeah.
No, that's 16 is like a classic. You're kind of looking at the scores. Maybe you're thinking, where do I want to attack with 17 coming up? And if you're gonna do anything that's not the most flashy, leaving it a little low on this hole is the way to do it.
It sure is. It's very smart golf. Kristin doesn't have to do that, though.
No.
She still rips a full drive at it.
Yeah, what a beautiful shot. Kristin throwing her lucid verdict there. Eveliina with that champion J, kind of drifting towards the OB, or hazard rather.
Oh, man.
Dang it.
Eveliina just not quite as clean as we've seen her the last 3 days.
And it just kind of seems, as it kind of fell away from her, she's just not quite putting it together in this backstretch.
Yeah, just
Maybe not interested in playing for position.
barely trickling very often. This putt can be brutal. A lot of times you're having to putt around really big trees. She gives it a valiant effort, stays in bounds.
Own for birdie. Circle 2 look. There she is.
I love that camera angle. You can see the own wobble.
Yeah. Let's see
She's
that
got two
slow-mez.
slow mezzes and
two no mezzes. Come on.
What a round.
Give her the podium spot.
Owen really battling today.
Kristin, short little straddle for a birdie, no problem.
Has Owen birdied every single hole that has the big crowds? I feel like that's a stat. I feel like that's a worthwhile stat.
Yeah, it is a really good probable statistic.
Nice par from Valerie. Really smart golf. And unfortunately, Eveliina going to have to take another bogey.
And yeah, we got to check in with the leaderboard here as she kind of slides a bit farther back. Paige, her second shot on hole 18. Going slow speed. This is just a placement shot. Placed very well. Here's where it gets a little bit scarier.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Paige looking so clean. This is to go 11 down.
That's course record by a mile.
Yeah.
And there she goes, folks. What was it previously? 7?
8.
8.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Set by Kristin yesterday.
Was she bogey free too?
Paige?
Yeah.
Great question.
I'll look it up.
So Eveliina still... Oh, yeah, still in third. Okay. So she has third place pretty locked down if she gets through 17 cleanly.
Yeah, Paige Pierce bogey free.
Yeah, bogey free 11 down. Really cool. Hole 17, par 3, 249 feet. Are we in this left position? Why don't I remember anything? Yeah, we're in this harder position here. You can see how close the out of bounds is everywhere. If you don't land safe, you go to a very punishing drop zone, just maybe up and to the left a little bit, 60 feet or so. Very difficult to land inbounds. Mostly you see forehands. We've seen the backhand putter work, obviously.
Oh.
Owen coming in hot.
Taking out a photographer.
Kev, no. His shins. I think he got out of the way.
Nobody let them say this job isn't hard.
Kristin putting some nice height on it, just making sure it gets inbounds. Very nice. Valerie sidearm. I don't think we've seen her throw one of these yet today. And she's got it.
Of course, it's so smooth.
So smooth. No, Val.
We love to see her pull out the new tool, though.
Yeah, man, that looked great. Eveliina with some great power, some nice height. Beautiful.
These are some scary putts for Eveliina and Kristin. This played as the second most difficult hole. It's always in the top 3.
Own with the very difficult drop zone here. So good.
I almost feel like this is harder than the tee shot because you have to throw it soft.
Mm-hmm.
It's very weird, especially if it's windy.
So easy to leave it short.
We did have some nice calm conditions today, though, on 17.
Valerie, great shot.
Yeah. Even though it was calm conditions on this hole, it still played similarly statistically. So strange.
You can't change your brain on hole 17,
Yeah.
even if the wind's different. It's like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Yeah, the demons just live here. Doesn't matter windy or not.
Eveliina for a birdie.
A confident bid, just a little bit low. Yeah.
Ooh, what a bogey save. She says with the utmost sincerity. Compliments.
Yeah. Saving a bogey from that drop zone, though, is very exciting, especially in this left pin position. You often see a 3 or a 5 here. There's not a lot of 2s and 4s.
Mm-hmm. It's true. See a lot of 6s too, let's face it. Let's face it.
That is true.
Wow.
Yeah.
8 strokes. Pretty sure Kristin's got this locked down.
Yeah. 18 plays as a bit of a softer par 5. We love it as a finishing hole, but everyone's kind of breaking the hole with the breaking it up into landing zones. First one here, second one just under this ginkgo tree. You don't really have to get too aggressive and go farther than that. Your third, a backhand higher shot that gets a little bit of ground play and slides down this hill. Even if you go a little far, landing on the second stair is not so bad. It just makes your putt a little bit awkward. We see more and more people running this death putt from the high side with no problem. Everyone's feeling very confident about their putts, apparently. Let's watch Holland Hanley from the chase card, ignoring what I said and just crushing this disc.
Yeah. Holland in a tie for 4th currently. Is that with Paige? Like if she scores here, she'll take solo 4th, I believe.
I think, and she's going for eagle.
Oh, she is going for eagle. Oh, it's good. They're clapping.
Yes.
The only other eagle I believe that we've seen is from Elizra Middling last year. She's parked for eagle.
Yeah.
Wow. And that is good enough for solo 4th. Yeah, to beat Paige by 2 strokes. She was tied with Paige going into this hole.
What a finish.
Very, like, she didn't even need the eagle. What a show off, respectfully.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
4 down through the last 4 holes.
Ooh.
To get 4th. Cool. Here's Kristin going with the trusty forehand right to
Solid.
that first landing zone. Perfect.
And she has quite a few strokes to give if she needs it. She just needs to cruise. A tight battle here, though, between Own and Eveliina. There's potential here for second place to swap. Eveliina, great shot, spikes in nicely. Oh.
Oh no, a little caterpillar.
Yeah, Owen does have 2 strokes on Eveliina, and that looks like a great shot. Everyone, watch out.
Valerie with a beautiful right finishing shot to the landing zone.
Eveliina navigating this side hill. Need to make sure, yep, you give it some hyzer, and she does. That looks great. This is where we saw, oh no, don't do it again.
Away.
It rolled all the way out of bounds yesterday, and then she got another roll away on the next shot, and that's kind of what it feels like set the tone for this round.
Yeah, it gave Kristin 2 strokes going into today and the lead.
Kristin with a beautiful upshot.
Valerie, one of the few people going backhand here
Yeah, almost nobody.
and executing it beautifully.
Owen in a solid position to attack here, or well, solid position to lay up, I suppose.
Yeah.
Kind of on the less aggressive part of the hill. She does that really nicely.
You're always a little scared here of the rollaways like we saw from Eveliina yesterday. The shot feels less scary almost than the second.
Yeah. Eveliina definitely a little bit pinched and having to push the back wall, but wow, what a shot. Parked for birdie.
We've seen her land in that exact spot every day.
It's pretty amazing. Owen would have to pretty significantly mess up here to, you know, cause a 2-stroke swing in Eveliina's advantage, but it's possible if she lands out of bounds. Whoa.
Kristin with a momentary lapse of focus.
I mean, it doesn't actually matter. She's laughing.
Gotta be a little bit excited right now.
Yeah.
Would this be her first throw pink, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And
so
she
she's-
lost in a playoff last year.
Yeah, so she's very excited.
Just accidentally hulked that one. I love that she just kind of laughed it off. Owen with a good approach shot there.
Valerie getting some good ground play. She's still going to be on the high side with a little bit of a scary putt. Like I said, everyone runs this now.
Oh, yeah. Got to. Kristin gotta be just laying up.
Yeah.
What if she just ran this?
Just a little jump putt to the green.
It's still fine. It's all fine.
It is fine.
And what a round from Kristin. Really never giving anyone else a chance at this win. Valerie for birdie. Ah. Gotta respect the
Aw,
bid.
Yeah, we sure do. She's just going to re-putt.
Unclear. Oh, and she's just gonna lay up.
She's the most professional.
She really is. And that is gonna slide her back. She's gonna lose to her sister. But always
that's brutal.
Yeah, Alexis shooting 9 down to move up into 7th.
Yes, Alexis.
We'll check in all that later, but for now, Owen Scoggins gonna just lay up, take the par, take solo second, Eveliina solo third, Kristin Tattar able to lay up after a really funny hole 18 and become your new 2024 Throw Pink Women's Disc Golf Champion.
What a weekend from Eveliina Salonen. So fun to watch her this week. Ending with this made putt for birdie. We love to see it. She just couldn't quite get it going today, but such an impressive performance this week.
Particularly in the first 2 rounds. Excited.
Yeah, and the wind, it was
Yeah.
unbelievable to watch.
disc golf champion, Kristin Tattar.
The week felt so long, reminded myself, here's your chance, so make the best out of it, and that's exactly what I did. I remember just walking down some of the fairways and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I feel like myself again. The game seemed super easy today, and it's so much fun playing that way. It felt so good out there, and I just had a smile on my face.
You're taking home $13,000 today. That's your third highest payout all time, which is incredible, incredible.
Thank you to everybody who contributed to this event and made it possible to have such a payout and for us to play on such an amazing course. And thank you everybody who came out here. You guys are amazing. You were cheering us on. We love you.
Okay guys, let's give it up one more time for your Throw Pink champion, Kristin Tattar.
Kristin sure did make it look easy out there. Very fun to watch her just cruise into this victory.
Yeah, 7 down, tie or just 1 back from the course record to slide into that victory today. Scoggins solidifying second place, battling back from a couple Jomez's today. Eveliina Salonen with a solid showing this week and managing to lock up that podium finish. Holland Hanley 9 down, impressive course record. Alexis Mandujano 9 down, course record.
Nuh-uh.
Except for
Holland Hanley 11 down, actual.
Pierce.
Sorry, oh my gosh, Paige Pierce. We're good at our jobs. Actual course record 11 down.
Double digits is so cool out here. Look at everyone in the top 10 shooting under par.
Look at everyone shooting under par.
Everyone is shooting under par. Like anyone could win this tournament at any time, which is so cool. This used to play as one of the most difficult events. So congratulations again to Kristin for taking it down. Throw Pink Women's Disc Golf Champion.
Yeah, we just have the Disc Golf Pro Tour championships coming up, and that'll wrap up the year. So thanks for joining us all year long. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Madison Walker. We are your 2 hot geese.
Whoa.
Honk.
Honk.